The other day I was on the phone with my sister Katie, and there was some song that he was singing, and then I started singing Baby Shark, and she was like, he's smiling really big right now. It was really cute. What? That's like, that song and Let It Go somehow were so popular. Like, not understandably popular. Like, why were those songs so addictive to kids? Like, they were definitely laced with something. Oh my goodness, the guy, yeah. I forgot. We did a live stream on Halloween 2 years ago, like 2019. And we met this guy who called himself, I think he thought he looked like, was it Aaron Carter or something? And he was in a band called JTT and the, something in the JTTs. I'm forgetting what the Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, that's what it was. Macaulay Culkin and the JTTs, I think was the name of his band. And then I was like, and then we were like, okay, then perform something if you can sing. Macaulay Culkin and the JTTs, yeah. Oh, that was like a classic moment for streams. So good. And then, like, I thought that the people around us were going to get annoyed because we were just having him basically perform for us. And but there were some like ladies across the way that were cracking up. That was fun. He was out there. I'm pretty sure he was on more than one thing, and probably one of those things was not legal because I think I don't know. I think that there were some things going on with that guy. Oh, did I already show you guys this camera stand? This does not come in the Nevo Start Pack 3-pack, but I saw it in some of their promo videos and stuff, and I was like, is there any way to get one of the stands? So they sent me one to try out. Thank you, Logitech. And it has like all these points where you can change the angle and like view. So you can do the overhead top view, or you can do like a side view. It's really adjustable, and I was really excited to try it out because, you know, I've got like another one right here that just goes up and down and then, you know, swivels up and down. And maybe that's all you need, but I just thought it was kind of cool. Mark Twain, dude. This guy was less flirty and more just really interesting. I don't know how to explain him. And meanwhile, we're like, Emily and I were in our twins, The Shining costumes. Chai, thank you for the 40 bits. Hey, go eat some lunch. I've already eaten my lunch. You'll be happy to know. Okay, so the skillet is done. And I think we need to sear the beef and get it brushed with the Dijon mustard next. I think. Let me look at my little schedule. While it's in the oven baking is when I'll make the hollandaise sauce and the beer mosa. Possibly the beer mosa first and then the hollandaise sauce. Hashtag priorities. Pour bacon fat and bacon into hash. Lay out prosciutto, add eggs. Okay, I already did that. I was like, buffer time for secret ingredient because of the competition. Roll beef. Okay. Beef sear. Beef Wellington. Beef Wellington. All right, I think we're gonna sear the beef now. You're gonna take beef to Sears. Sear the beef Wellington. You're going shopping? Oh my goodness, Sears. Wait, isn't Sears out of business? For some reason I thought Sears was banana nut. Like it's stuck in my head. Okay, let's go back over to here. And was that a close? Look, you can see the camera. Let's move this way a bit. There, that seems good. Oh, you can see me. Let's sear the beef. You haven't heard much meowing? Not enough meowing. I forgot how to be a streamer, I guess. A little red light goes on when it's live. Oh yeah, that's how you can tell when the camera is like active. It's green when it's not active. It's red when it is active, like a little red recording light. So, JCPenney. Oh yes, that's Sears. I remember going Christmas shopping at Sears, like exclusively at Sears one year. And we just like walked around as kids. We're like, I like that thing. And my brother bought me a teddy bear that I liked. It was from a while ago. Okay, so over here, I've got the beef. Boom. Hang on, I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to make this camera actually angle straight. Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta tighten it that way. How hard could this be? Apparently very hard. See, that works-ish, but it's still not the right angle. Okay, anyway. Okay, so we've got the beef that I formed overnight with just some saran wrap. I think I've said this on stream before, but the only reason I keep saran wrap in the house is for beef Wellington, because the Glad press and seal doesn't work for this type of thing. FYI. So we're going to take those out, we're going to brown them, and then we're going to rest the beef after it's browned and let it absorb the Dijon mustard. So let me get the Dijon mustard ready to brush on there. Did you guys watch the Macy's Day Parade? Because I didn't. You just made poor man's beef Wellington? What's poor man's beef Wellington? Okay, so let's see. We're going to move over to... Let me get the Dijon mustard ready first. I think it calls for a 1/4 cup, but it's just enough to brush all over. And then I'll get a plate to put this on where it's going to rest. And a little baby bowl, put the mustard in. Oh, got a little juicy. Okay, we got mustard. Come on. And a brush. Boom. Ready to go. That doesn't look very appetizing, but it's Dijon mustard. So we're gonna go over to this cam. There we go, we're back. And we're gonna brown the beef. So let me get this nice and hot. Tried to watch it, but my mom just wanted to watch football. Use ground beef and puff pastry. I mean, puff pastry makes everything taste delicious, so I'm not judging that. Oh, it's a little chilly. I'm going to turn the AC up. Okay, we're just heating, this is bacon fat. We're just heating that to sear our beef. I need it real nice and hot because I want like a nice toasty edge. You don't want to cook too far into the beef, so you want really nice and burning hot. Did not know Macy Gray had her own parade. Wow. I want my parenthesis and colon mark smiley faces. Oh, do it. Oh, you could put like a space in between them or something. Or like something on top next to them so that they keep staying that way. You're like a Disney princess. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. By the way, if you are just joining us, welcome. We are sponsored today by Logitech, and we are featuring their Mevo Start 3-pack cameras. So we've got one set up over our, where we're gonna sear the beef right now. If you guys wanna see a little tutorial I did on the app earlier, I might show you guys again a little bit later, so it's maybe a little bit more cleaned up, but yeah, anyway, we're gonna go over get ready to sear the beef. I'm just heating up my cast iron skillet. Serious consideration for Sim. Oh, really? Wow. Too bad you don't live closer. I could let you test them out. So let's see. I mean, let's go for it. I just want like a brown, like a crust on the outside. And I'm bringing a plate over so it's ready. I'm not sure exactly how hot it is, so I'm just, but I have it on pretty hot. I want it to get like golden pretty fast. We don't have our tree up. We're doing it on Saturday though. Same Wi-Fi. You do need to be on the same Wi-Fi. You can use your phone for mobile connection, and you can use that for all the cameras. You just have to make sure you have the settings set to like the connection speed that you have. But yeah. I believe it's still, yeah, it all has to be on the same network or on the same, all of them have to be attached to the same phones. But, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have it on pretty high. I'm just going to switch it. So I don't want to overcook this, but I want it, uh-oh. There we go. The other one might be better. I'm impressed by the clarity. It's actually not too bad because it's zoomed in right now, and you know that you lose some clarity when you zoom in, but yeah. Okay, I remember when a while back. Well, this is not quite. I'm gonna try it over here. Maybe there's too much wetness. I'm gonna try it on that side. That meat do be cooking. The colors pop, and I actually edited the colors a bit within the app, so that's cool. I'm glad you guys are noticing some of those things. I think I'm just gonna keep that on, like, there might be too much bacon fat in there. Gotcha, Anna Jean. Thanks for hanging today. Have a good meeting. Pretty stinking hot. Like, it's hot from my hand. I'll see if I can get a better crust on the other one. I'm going to take some of the bacon fat out for the other one too. Meat gotta be cooking. I'm just going to hold that there. Oh, floral mess. Yeah, you don't even know what our stream was like before, so you have nothing to compare it to. This is exactly what we do every time. Burn, baby, burn. The key thing here is to, like, seal the edges, but you don't want to cook the inside before you put it in the oven. You don't want it to be like fully cooked or else your meat's gonna dry out. And with this small of a piece, you gotta be really careful. So, okay, we got some brown pieces there. I'm gonna see if I can do better on the next one. Actually, let me just, putting it on the drier edge of it. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Now, just for a second, I'm going to turn this heat off. And I'm going to grab my spoon. Where did my spoon go? I think I put it in the dishwasher already. So it's nice and hot, very hot. I'm going to take some of this out because So I don't need that. Actually, I should have a place to put this, huh? Probably shouldn't just grab it. I've got a mug that says World's Best Boss. Grab some of that. A little bit more. Probably do one more after this. It's getting kind of smoky. One more. One more. Even without the heat on, it might be hot enough to do what I need to do. But we'll turn it back on. Okay, there we go. A butterfly. You see a butterfly. Heat back on. Okay. Here comes the other piece of beef. Oh, before we do that, let's just go over here since this beef is nice and hot. I'm going to go over to this shot and we're going to add the Dijon mustard so that as it's cooling, it can like pull the mustard into the inside for flavor. You want to do it before it cools. That looks juicy. So it soaks, as it's cooling, it's like soaking things in, soaking in the juices and stuff. So that's why when you put the Dijon mustard on when it's hot, it like pulls it, I believe it like pulls it back into the meat to add extra flavor. So anyway, that's that. And then let's go over here and sear this other piece. Heat is on. Here comes our other piece. Boom. Brown, baby, brown. And a little more. Put it over here a bit. This is mayonnaise and olives. Ew. I'm gonna do this side first because I want it to get more brown. So I'm gonna the sight, the sound. Ooh. Is this Serenity? Yeah. 60 seconds of oh my, look at that. Look at that. Get it, baby, get it. Trying to get like the little crust thing on there. Without the fat, so I'm trying to bring the fat to the side. Oh, Meowky's over here. He can smell it. He's like, what you got going on in here? That one, the nature of buying like the steaks is they aren't all perfect. Like I trimmed some of the fat out of there, but FYI. 60 seconds of sizzle. This is definitely splattering all over the camera, I can tell. Okay, I'm just gonna let that be good. Woohoo! All wheel time. Did that splatter on me? I'm not even sure. I didn't feel anything. I can't feel anything anymore. Okay, we're putting that over here. Woo, this is dangerous business, you guys. Okay, now we're back over here. I'm gonna move some of the plastic. Hello, that was fun. Is that the Dijon mustard? Now we'll flip. Yo! Yeah, that was not so relaxing anymore. Yeah, he definitely wants to taste some of the beef Wellington. I can tell. Okay, the fun part is coming up where we put it all together. So we're just gonna let that rest for a little bit. These are little baby ones. That was intense. Yeah, I don't think it got on me. I'm not really sure how it didn't, but I don't think it did. It probably got on the camera. From sizzle to bam. I'm on a roller coaster. This is your Disneyland substitute stream, so I'm hoping you're feeling that way. A bib. A big bib. Okay, Dijon mustard, we're done with you. We're done. Yeah, we're gonna let them rest. They've worked hard. They've been put under a lot of pressure / heat. Okay, but this part's fun. Okay, so we're gonna move over to here, and this I guess can be rinsed. We need like a clean and clear workspace that's under control. That's not coffee, that's bacon fat, so I'm gonna put that to the side so I don't accidentally drink it. And I'll wash that in a second. Let's clean our work surface. Okay, the one time a year I need saran wrap is for beef Wellington streams. So I've got some nice store brand saran wrap here that usually works just fine. Okay, are you gonna work? Can't tell. And I usually do 2 strips of it. I kind of despise working with saran wrap, which is why I never use it unless I have to. There's like, it's folded over on itself. I can't tell which side it's folded over on itself. Is it this side? Hello, saran wrap? Are you gonna work with me or not? Are you gonna be my nemesis as usual? Hey, or you might work with me. Okay. Are you the hero or the villain? Because I really could use a hero right now. There we go. Now we've got a nice sheet of saran wrap. The first thing that we're gonna do, let me just read my instructions really quick. Just make sure I get this right. Oh, I totally forgot. Was I supposed to salt the beef? But that's okay. We're putting like hollandaise sauce on the outside. I don't think it's gonna have any issue being salty enough. So, all right, we did that already. We're thawing the puff pastry right now. It's still pretty cool. I'm gonna bring it out of its cocoon. I think I'm gonna make 2 beef Wellington. So I need 2 of these out. cozy. This is the last thing that we're going to wrap everything in, so it's actually okay if it's not totally thawed right now, but it's still pretty cold. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can put this near the heat, but not actually like be heating it. Maybe I'll put it on a plate near the stove. And let the warmth from cooking from earlier just do its thing. Oh, hollandaise sauce is delicious with steak, in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna take prosciutto. I got two different ones to see which one I like the best because I'm hoping to figure out which one is the best. So I only ever get that one in the future, but this one says peel, reseal, and I can't for the life of me peel it. Curious if pork would work for this. Oh, pork Wellington I have done. Yes, it does work. You just have to find a pork Wellington recipe. Okay. Okay. Lesson number 1, prosciutto is very fragile. So you have to be careful. The most important thing about prosciutto for this recipe is that it doesn't get ripped. It needs to be forming a layer of tiny thin meatness to wrap around the beef. So a lot of prosciutto, I think all of them pretty much have like this plastic that comes with it. We gotta test it first. That's the problem though. Prosciutto is really expensive, like $8.99 for 6 slices. So I don't really test out prosciutto unless there's a piece that falls off. But I'm gonna actually even still try to work that in. I'm trying to decide if I think I want the most secure part on the inside and then the outside can just wrap around it. So I'm gonna layer 6 pieces, 6 or 8, I'm not sure. The beef isn't totally huge, so we might be able to just get away with 6. Let's see, grab this guy. Plastic. The most secure side looks like this side. So you want to make sure it overlaps any gaps. That rhymes. Grab another piece. These things are so thin.
Merry Christmas.
You haven't done this in age? You mean tipped the stream? Thank you for the $8.99. Thank you, Shai. Thank you for supporting my stream. Is that going to be wide enough? I feel like maybe it will be. I can't really tell. Oh, glad you're liking the music. That was from testing. Oh, testing. I just saw the T and thought it was Chai. Testing. I apologize, testing. I am so sorry. Thank you, testing. For the $8.99. You can't be mad. You canny be mad. What does canny be mad mean? I think there's only 3 pieces left in this. How many pieces are you? There's just a plain piece. This is so super salty. I want to do one piece here, and then I'm gonna do something kind of crazy. Which is sideways prosciutto, maybe? And then one more sideways prosciutto. I think it's gonna be enough because this isn't nearly as much beef as like a regular sized beef Wellington. So then, that's the entire package of beef Wellington. Oh, I just realized you did $8.99 for the prosciutto. Thank you. I just realized what that was for. Shall we do this guy? That one. I think that, wait, oh, I forget. I think that, does the Duke style come in first? I think we put the layer of the Duke style, which is actually the egg hash thing, first. But let me just double check. We seared that. Okay. Roll out the fold, blah, 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 blah. And mushroom. Okay, range 2 pieces of Okay, we already did the Dijon. Okay, so next is our hash brown egg scramble, because this is breakfast for dinner. So we're gonna make that into a thin layer. It's got bacon in it. And we even seared the beef in bacon fat so that it has a little bit more of a breakfasty flavor too. Look how colorful. It's time to drink what I got it. Oh, canny. I've not heard that before. Add a guess. Oh, that sounds like a clever guess, Benny. You're a clever guy. Have no idea how you could have known that. Except that you're just that clever. I'm going to keep it away from the edges so that it's easy to seal. Easier to seal. This is kind of a tricky recipe. Just beef Wellington in general. It takes a couple of tries to get it right. Then we've got the beef. It goes straight in the middle. Stop, stop. And then this is the slightly stressful part. So we take the saran wrap and we want to tightly wrap around the beef. But you have to like release the saran wrap a little bit and let it roll. But you want to keep it nice and like really, really tightly wrapped. You don't want any gaps in between things. So as you're wrapping, you just keep pulling up the saran wrap and pressing and being careful not to rip things like that. I got it a little bit ripped, but okay. And then if there is too much of this, that's a problem, but I think what I can do is just take it and tuck it. Or you could cut it a little bit, but either way you do need to kind of like fold it in and seal it. Because you want this like nice shape. Okay, this is why we're doing 2 of them, so that one of them can be a little bit more well done. I'm just gonna start this over and get the plastic now rolled around it real nice and tight. Like this. And then we push in before we pull tight and then just start twisting the plastic. So push in to make sure it's flat. You don't want because the prosciutto will get stuck in the twist of the plastic if you don't do that. So you want it to be this nice rounded shape. I don't know why the plastic is there's so much more on one side. But there you go. So that's how you do that first wrap. And then we put it, like a little burrito. And then this makes it so easy to wrap the pastry around it once the pastry is soft enough to do. So we are just gonna keep twisting so that it's nice and tight. And then sometimes I even tie the top, but I think with this one, I'm just gonna put it in the fridge like that. So it's still a little bit warm because the beef was still a little warm. I'll put it in here so it kind of keeps its shape so that when we wrap it in the pastry, it's so much easier and everything cooks more evenly like a Tootsie Roll again. Let's get the saran wrap ready for the next one. I am not sure how long the pastry is going to take to... Oh, let's see. Saran wrap, you are the bane of my existence. Beef Tootsie Roll does not sound delicious at all. Okay. There. Just about that size. Back down to here. Meat Tootsie Roll. Ugh, gross, you guys. What in the world? Okay, you have folded on yourself. So how are we gonna do this? Okay. There. Trying my best to get this. There we go. This one's being a little brat too. That ought to work. So next we put down more prosciutto. Let's see if these work any better than the other ones or if the other ones work better. Here we go. Another prosciutto. Why did I think I could get this done in 2 hours? Why is that always the case and it never happens? I've got this, you guys. It's only going to be a couple hours and then I'll be done. But because I did this recipe, granted I didn't do more than one. I did this recipe for a competition and got it done in a single hour. I don't even know how I did that. That was like a miracle. Hello, prosciutto. I think it says hi back. Put this down first and then take off the plastic. Yeah, kind of worked. See if I can do that with this one. This one's pretty thin. This is very, very thin. Look, like you almost can't even tell that there's stuff going on. You're bang on scale. Wow, okay. I don't know if I like, this seems kind of like a rip-off of a piece. I'm going to use that one last. Yeah, these are all ripping, so I do not know if I recommend this brand of prosciutto. It is ripping along the way. That's like exactly what you don't want. Well, you don't ever want like prosciutto that's not holding its shape and it's like ripping as you're just trying to get it out of the thing. But Especially for beef Wellington, you need it to be holding its shape. It's helping to keep it on the plastic and do that, though. I will say that is something I'm learning right now. Do one more piece on the side here. But like, if you can't even get this, this is silly. It's like they're like, you know, how can we make more money? We're gonna make the already thin sliced prosciutto into very thin slices. You won't even be able to use them. And this one, layer it like that. Let's eat it. Pixelated in a VOD. Wow. This is not that kind of stream. Okay, let's see. This one can go here. I'm trying to put the best parts, like the most strong parts on the outside where they might possibly be standing alone. And then the weaker parts overlapping other pieces. In fact, speaking of overlapping, I think I'm gonna take this piece and just overlap it right now. I don't really trust that one that was below it. There we go. Got it. Hey Ryan, I'm studying this. I've never been able to successfully cook it. I had issues with beef Wellington, by the way. This is something that I had a lot of struggle with. So I learned a lot just by trial and error. I'm going to take some of this. This is our egg and hash brown scramble. And this is substituting the mushroom duxelle part that usually would be found in this part of the beef Wellington because this is a breakfast for dinner one. Again, keeping it not too close to the edges because you don't want it spilling out. But I also want it to wrap all the way around the beef. So you have to look at the beef and see how much you need for wrapping. That seems good. Then we take our beef. It's got mushroom, or not mushroom, mustard on it, Dijon mustard. Then we're gonna roll it up. There's no mushroom in this though. I'm not a huge mushroom fan. I don't mind it in a beef Wellington. I like, if I can avoid it, I don't mind avoiding it. So here we go. We're gonna take this and wrap it around the beef. And roll it nice and tight. A little bit of the prosciutto coming off there. And I'm just going to tuck the sides in. There's a lot of excess. I overestimated what I needed. This is such a delicate part, like you can even see it's all popping open. This prosciutto brand was inferior. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna flip that side over and then I'll roll from this side. Push the prosciutto in so we get a nice flat edge there. gonna go this way. Yeah, and we've got our meat burrito. Ta-da! I'm just gonna fold that over. And ta-da! That's gonna get wrapped in our pastry, and I'm gonna put this in the fridge for now to let it chill. Okay, let's see how we're doing on charge. The prophecy is complete. Okay, I may do a little bit of let me plug in some power real quick. Make sure it'll stay charged because I'm taking a little bit longer than I anticipated today. There we go. Let's wrap that around. I don't know if I'm using this one anymore, actually, but I'll charge it anyway just in case. Okay, that one's good. And I'll get this one. Are you guys okay? Why is this phone is charging so slowly? I think that'll be okay. Oh, it's probably because of the app, I'm guessing. What's for dessert? Beer mimosas? That one there. This one over here. I have everything set to the highest setting so it does drain faster, FYI, so I just want to make sure we're not going to lose power. I'm being extra overly careful, but there we go. Get you guys plugged in there. And let's get some lights on over here. The sun sets so early. There we go. And then this one. Just get that plugged in. There we go. Can I get some bacon grease instead? You're too young. I can get you some bacon grease. I wonder if people put bacon grease in drinks. Is that a thing? I wonder. It does. It sounds kind of gross at first blush, but then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe there is something there. The flavor of bacon. I think there's like bacon flavored liqueurs and stuff.
Merry Christmas.
As beautiful as ever, just tipped $100. It says the high video quality accentuates your bit. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what to say to that, except thank you. very kind. Now I'm embarrassed. All right. How's everyone? Are you looking forward to the holidays, or I'm quoting that like TikTok thing where someone like can't take a compliment. Bacon flavored ice cream. I've heard of that too. I don't think I've ever tried that. I've had chocolate covered bacon, which was kind of underwhelming. I had it at the fair and I was excited about it. Jones, yeah. Oh my goodness. Favorite flavor of Jones soda. Go. Bubblegum. That's mine. Bacon is going back in the fridge. I need the pastry to thaw a little bit more. Cream soda? Oh, cream soda is a good one. The blue one, isn't that the bubblegum one? Or no? Is there like a blue raspberry one too? Let me make sure that this is, yeah, that's actually not bad. Okay, we've got the pastry sheets. I'm just letting them, oh, that one, the nail polish. I just did this yesterday. I'm just gonna not show you that fingernail. Oh, you know what? It's actually not too bad. It's coming around the mountain. Blue raspberry. Oh, Jones Soda is a brand of like flavored sodas. So it's not like, you know, Coca-Cola is kind of like one flavor. I think that's their thing, is like they have different flavors. Oh, Faith just posted a link. Thanks. Hashtag not sponsored by Jones Soda. We just enjoy Jones Soda. I'm going to get some more saran wrap out here and get ready to wrap the beef Wellington in pastry. I feel like I kind of want to do the, oh, except I don't have anything on the third camera. I kind of want to do the auto director thing again. Let me do that while I'm doing the saran wrap because I think it's kind of funny. Okay, let's go to settings, auto director, and I'm going to turn that on. And I'm going to focus on these two. Okay. There. You didn't like the cream soda. Oh, interesting. There was a green apple one too that I liked. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember because they definitely had some interesting flavors for sure. I haven't really tried the interesting flavors though. And the last time I remember even thinking about Jones Soda was when I worked in like a little market in town. And I used to have to face all of the drinks, like the drink fridge. You guys know what facing is? It's like, I think it's a grocery term, or not a grocery term. It's like a shelving term where when, you know, like shelves are all disorganized because customers go through them. So you face them so that what is facing out looks nice and pretty. You bring everything, all the cans to the front and stuff. Oh, there's the empty the cast iron skillet. It's a grocery. Oh, is it a grocery term? I thought maybe it was like a retail term. You started facing at Safeway? I used to work at a little market. That was like one of my favorite jobs. I've had a lot of jobs that I've really enjoyed. I'm just gonna move that a little. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, I think that's where I want it. I like how it changed. Oh yeah, we have Ralph's too. I think up in Northern California they still have Safeway. I'm turning all your things the other way now. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Jarritos. Oh, Ryan taught me about Jarritos soda. Let's see. I think we can get this rolled out. And I'm gonna we're gonna turn off auto director now. And we're just gonna go straight to this one. Okay. So I think I'm gonna roll this out a bit. If I visit, oh, I see. I'm picking up what you're putting down now. I was dropping it earlier. So I'm just gonna roll this out just a little. To like warm it up a little and then just make sure everything is staying together. And if you were doing a bigger beef Wellington, you would probably need to roll it the other way as well, like this way. But we're gonna be actually trimming. I do want it a little thinner than what it is. So I'm gonna roll it out a bit and then we'll be able to trim the edges. There's that fun part that's happening right there. Cool. Okay, it's definitely flexible enough now. I'm gonna put this on the inside because it looks less appealing so that when we actually finish this and roll it out, it'll be more pretty, hopefully. Oh, thanks for popping in. Hopefully you have a good weekend. I'll be back not on Twitch next week, but I'll be on my YouTube next week. So if you guys want to come hang out at Disneyland next Thursday, around between 5 and 7 is when I'm going to start. Just FYI. Okay, so I think that we just put this straight into the pastry after this. Okay, fold into the puff pastry. Set the prosciutto wrap steak in the center of the puff pastry. Brush the edges of the puff pastry with egg wash to help them seal. Fold, at the top. Fold the corners. I'm doing it more like an actual mini version. This one just says fold it up over the top. I'm gonna actually do it like the pretty way. It's just more pleasing. Just gotta be really careful. It's fragile. There we go. We're going to take the pastry and roll it over. Roll it nice and tight. I feel like I could do better. Then we're going to wrap it and do the same thing we did when we had the prosciutto, wrapping it. And then I'm going to probably put a little egg wash on that, like it suggested now that I'm thinking about it. Let me just get some egg. Get another bowl. I can whisk this up. Trees growing in the gutters. Oh my goodness, that freaks me out for some reason. You know what it makes me think of? Isn't there a Grey's Anatomy episode where somebody has like a tree growing in their stomach or something bizarre like that? There's something weird. It makes me think of that. Bacon chapstick. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, that freaks me out a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna mix that up sort of aggressively. I'm trying to do it with the brush, but a fork would be better. Pick that up and unroll it for a sec. And just use this like a little glue. Okay, and then the edges we're going to cut off because it's too much pastry for this size. And then we'll roll it up again once the sides are cut. So let me grab a knife, and I'm going to look at where the edge is. It's right there. So I think we can cut this much off. And then that's a snack for later, of course. Puff pastry is so good. It's just like eating pie crust. And then this side, cut that there. You just want to cut enough. You don't want so much that it's just like a ton of pastry, but you don't want to cut so much off that you can't seal it. So I'm just gonna pinch it all shut. You want it closed, like a little present, pastry present. Make sure there's no gaps, but the wrapping process is going to help a lot. So then we wrap with the plastic and do the same thing where we just push the sides in. And then you push and twist both sides. The whole point is that you want everything to be uniform so it cooks evenly. So this is why I wrapped the beef last night into this shape roughly, so that it would be super easy to wrap. It wouldn't be like all wonky shaped. I mean, there's enough like human error that can happen in this process anyway. So you can just like give yourself the best chance. Okay, so then that one's ready. We're gonna make one more, but we're not gonna cook that one. We're gonna just cook this one. And what temp are we doing that to? Let me just look at my instructions. Heat to 475. Oh, that's the timer. We want this. Hey, Mouse Junkie. How's it going? Good to see you. Long time no see. That's a big Hot Pocket. Okay, time again to wrap the other beef Wellington. I look so colorful. Thank you. I was going for extra colorful today. I thought maybe this would make it easier. It's kind of making it easier. Okay. Fair saran wrap. Not bad. Add another piece, make it wide enough for our purposes. Flatten it. Get rid of this, we don't need that anymore. Okay, and we've got our pastry. I'm gonna open that up. I should have done that a second ago, but it'll be okay. If it is too cold to open on its own, you still need to give it time to thaw. This is very cold. You don't want your pastry to be too hot either. So there's like a balance. It didn't betray us. Hey, Fujay. Welcome. We need our rolling pin. Just gonna roll that out just a little and also like smooth out the lines a bit.